Blessings and greetings, my angels. Thank you for joining me. This is Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All, your long-standing, one of your first original Sagittarius only channel on YouTube. I am so very proud of that, but I'm more happy and joyful about the subscribers who've been with me since the beginning that are still here. So a special shout out to you as we start the new month of February. This is going to be your February general weekend reading, which will then be followed by your February weekend love reading. And then, as with the new month energies come about, I'll be posting starting this weekend during the week all your first half of the month of February's general messages as it pertains to love, your finances, careers, romance, and other particulars in which I do every month for the sign of Sagittarius. If this is your first time, please don't let it be the last. Welcome, hello, introduce yourself in the chat. Welcome to the family. You don't have to be a Sagittarius to be a family member. Just come here in love, light, and prosperity. And again, before we begin, I like to cleanse all the spaces that I'm in, your space, my space, so that we're tapping into positive energies, especially when I do a lot of readings. We want to bless our space. We want to bless our souls. I want to thank the angels in advance and the universe for the messages that they're going to guide me to for Sagittarius. But before I do all of that, I want to take a special moment to bow our head down in silence. A lot of people have been suffering a lot of loss in their lives. There's been a lot of tragedies and just, I don't know, the energy really started off very aggressive in this new year. And I just want to pray for those of you who are suffering, those of you who have suffered loss of a loved one. Know that you are not alone. We pray, we light candles, that your loved ones go across, that they be with God, and that their souls be at rest, and may they rest in peace. And that to their earthly family, that you find solace in each other, that you find love in the joy, in the memories that you had of your loved ones. I know it can't replace their presence in the physical, but know that they are with you so deeply in the spiritual. So my heart goes out to all of you. And as a community of Sagittarius, I think we should come together in prayer, because prayer is so much needed for healing and peace during this time. Amen. Okay, so what is the general reading? If this is your first time to my channel, you're not familiar, I do rotate my decks every month. It gives a different vibe to the meanings and to the readings, and also I have a large collection, so I like to share it with you. First message we get is find joy in the journey, Sagittarius. Find joy in the journey. Like I said, you know, it's been a rough beginning for a lot of people, and it's only been the first month that we've just kind of put underneath our belt of January. But January was tough. It was really tough. But God and the universe and the angels want you to find that joy along your journey. We know there's going to be probably even, you know, more upsetting news or just the pitfalls of life, the setbacks, the heartache, but in it, please find your moments of joy, however you can capture it, whether it's by being held by the ones that you love or doing the things that you love. Please find joy in the journey. We also get the message to make today magical. So as you go about your weekend, try to find time to make the day magical. Again, just doing the things that make you happy. It doesn't have to be anything outlandish. You don't have to get on a plane and fly to an island. But just do something that brings you joy and peace. Do something that, you know, makes you remember your zest and appeal for life and what it is that you want to do with your life. So do something magical today, not only for yourself or by yourself, but with others. We also get strive for progress, not perfection. As you climb up the corporate ladder, or as you climb up the ladder along your journey, don't focus so much on everything being perfect. I know as Saggies, we tend to do that. Life is not perfect. And guess what? Neither are we. And we're not supposed to be, okay? We're supposed to leave room for error so you can forgive yourself for the shortcomings and the delays and the mistakes that you make, and when things don't align just the way that you want them to. It's okay. Strive for the program or the progress, not the perfection. The fact that you're even getting up on that ladder, or you're climbing up and doing the things that you want to do in life, that you're taking action, you're not just sitting down on the sidelines, is so magically important. Let's tap into my Tigra Sacred Self Restore and Protect deck. We get, when's the last time you've shopped with some oils? When's the last time you've anointed yourself with some oils, some clarifying oils, some cleansing oils, some protection oils? Maybe it's time to take stock of your spiritual supplies, your spiritual tools, and see what you need to refill, maybe what you need to add. We also get meditation, quiet time, and deep thoughts is something that some of you truly need this weekend. Like I said, the past month was really rough. We're still going through a lot of things in different parts of the world, some more than others. And you really need to find that time to be with yourself, by yourself, where you just let all that toxicity out, all the worries, all the doubt out, all those thoughts that we have bottled up inside of us that is kind of just holding us at bay, right? Just enjoy the massage, enjoy the spa day, enjoy the quietness and peace of your mind. Think happy thoughts, think happy memories, but do take time to purge and to release and just inhale good energy and positive thoughts and hope for tomorrow. The final card from this deck, we get, do you have a current astrology report? That's a great question, right? It's a new year, and I wouldn't suggest or say that you need to get a report every year, but if you can afford to do so, or if you find a free offer, why not get an updated astrology report? Or if you've never had one before, get your first one. It can really help you with the particulars of your chart, your birth, your astrology, and what aligns with your sun, your moon sign, and all those particulars. And most places only need, I think, your date of birth, the time, and that's it. So maybe get an astrology chart. If you've been playing around with the idea, don't play around with the idea. Go ahead and get it. It might be a helpful tool for you along your journey. We also get the message, remember that it's okay to be happy. It really is. You know, like I said, the month that we just had was really, really tough for a lot of us collectively, as a community, and as a whole, especially individually. So even though we might be dealing with sadness, we might be dealing with hurt and disappointment, we have to remember it's okay still to be happy. If you've lost someone, yes, go ahead and mourn them, but eventually they want you to be happy. They wouldn't want you to live your life in sadness. They would want you to continue living and enjoying your life, and also enjoying the things that you two used to do together, or the things that they used to do. They lived through you in the spirit world, so they would want you to go on and to be happy. So remember, during the challenging times and the sad times, please remember that it's okay to be happy. It really is, because a lot of us, we beat ourselves up, or we have survivor's remorse. There's so many things that we go through in our thoughts, what we could have done, should have said, could have said. Just try to be happy and don't feel guilty for it. Guilt is a normal feeling, but just breathe and let it go. So look what else the angels bring in. They know that some of you might feel guilty. If something happened to a loved one and you were supposed to be with them, or you missed their phone call before you were able to say goodbye, or you couldn't make it to the hospital in time. There's a lot of survivor's remorse. And with survivor's remorse, you have to remember that It's just a feeling. You're not actually guilty of anything. It's just a feeling and emotion that you're putting upon yourself. We can't control the most of the things that go on in life. It's according to God's will, or it's just sheer coincidence. But don't hold that within you. Okay? So guilt is a normal feeling, but you have to breathe and let it go. It's just like any other feeling that you have. You go through it, you flow through it, and you let it go. And the quicker you can recognize that the guilt is not going to change the situation, it's not going to bring somebody back, the more you can adapt to letting it go and being happy. Think that your loved ones will be happy in the spirit world, seeing you be happy here, you remembering them, you doing things in their honor. Okay? We also get a little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that? So if you have faith, faith is what's going to drive many of us this weekend. Though there's so much craziness going on in the world, like I said, within our own families, within our communities, it's that faith that we have that there's a higher God, a higher purpose that is going to make it all okay, that we're all going to be all right despite whatever the challenges are. That's going to help us remember to be okay, that it is okay to be happy, even when people are trying to steal your joy. They might even make you feel guilty, or you might take on guilt yourself for their actions. But remember, leave it to God. You're going to get through this. Everything has its season and its reason, and nothing lasts forever. Not the good, and definitely not the bad. Let's see what we get career-wise. A lot of you might be working some overtime this week, or some of you will be looking for overtime because it's tax season, right? So many of you might be looking for ways to make extra money in case you feel like you're going to owe. Others of you are looking for overtime just to have money on the side for a rainy day. Overtime might also be something that might be taken away from some of you on your job due to budget cuts. Some of you might be going through a period on your job of micromanage, and you're very uncomfortable with it. No one likes their boss looking over their shoulder. If you are a professional, your boss should treat you as such. So if you're being micromanaged, maybe that is not the job for you. Bring it to the attention of your HR or your manager. And if they can't assist you with that or explain why they do micromanaging, then maybe you need to look for something else. We also get multitasking. A lot of you who work from home, you're working from home, you're breastfeeding the baby, you're cooking supper, you're doing a lot of things. So I do see a lot of Saggies this weekend being very, very busy, doing a lot of things, getting all your ducks in a row, doing your finances, doing your work from home, doing your leisure stuff, and even finding time to take a look at a reading or to meditate and go out in nature. Final card is selling. Some of you work in retail. Some of you might be thinking about opening up a shop to sell your baked goods, the paper goods that you make, or the crafts or jewelry that you create. Good luck with that. Make sure that you have everything in a row that you need for the protection of your store or your storefront, that you hire the right staff when needed. Don't go and hire staff right away if it's not needed, because that can pull from the initial money that you want to bring into your business. Oh, I just took a peek. I want to see what the next card was, the right direction. So for some of you, going that retail route, opening up your own business is something that is definitely putting you in the right direction of your path and purpose. We get the card of message, false person, change, and official person. There's someone in an official authority. Could be a political person, a person military, a white collar worker who is sending out messages by text, mail, maybe You could be getting a message from this person. It could be pertaining to your job. It could be pertaining to your taxes. If you're in a legal situation, it could be pertaining to the status of a case. It could be also the response to a claim. Okay, so you might be getting a message from this person. Also, be careful of mail that you get, emails in particular, electronic mail that are coming from people who are not who they say they are. They're copying other people's identity. So be careful not to open up all your electronic mail before you can verify that it is coming from a legal and true source, because a lot of people are using people's identity fraudulently for false gain. There's going to be a change coming. Let's see what the change is going to be coming regarding. Potential change coming. Courthouse. Some of you might be going, remember I said there could be a message coming in from an official person, could be a lawyer, military, something regarding a case, a situation that you're in or that you started. You're either going to be going to the courthouse, or within the courthouse when you go, there's going to be a change. Something's going to be adapted or changed in your case. Even the court date itself might be changed. At the bottom of the deck, message of concern. Yeah, you're definitely getting a lot of correspondence this weekend. Some of it might spill into next week, where you're getting notifications electronically or even maybe served by mail or courier. Some of them might be very concerning. Some of them you will not be surprised of because it's pertaining to an existing situation. In the middle of the deck, we get courtship. This could be dealing with marital issues, separation issues. We have a mature man here. This could be your lawyer who's contacting you. We also get imprisonment. This could be concerning papers or documentation or a court case of a loved one. Could be a male figure in your life who is behind bars fighting a case. These could be the messages that you're getting from him regarding his case, help that he needs with his case, correspondence between you, him, and his attorney. And then again, we get the card of marriage. This could be your spouse. So definitely a lot of legal correspondence or legal issues going on, if not with a spouse or a male in your life who is imprisoned. There is a court case regarding a marriage situation or some type of legal strategy regarding a situation in which you are involved in that you're going to be getting notifications. As we come to a close, we get blackout distractions. Sagittarius, your life purpose and other priorities at this time really need your undivided attention. So please take charge of your schedule and your working environment by turning off your electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. So really work on those boundaries and your time and keeping what's sacred to you and important to you, your priorities. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. So when you get those phone calls over the weekend, your friends want to hang out, or again, they want you to help them with a personal problem, they want you to take them grocery shopping, someone's just collectively just pouring themselves into your time, dragging and distracting you from the important things that you do. You have a lot going on, Sagittarius. A lot of you have a lot of things going on, especially legally. And if it's not you, it's people close to you that you're working on real serious life issues with, okay? So any distraction from that is not needed at this time. Be kind, be nice, but also let your friends, family, or whoever is trying to impede on your energy and time. Say, right now I'm not available, and let them know I'm not going to be available for the next 2 weeks, 3 days, whatever the case may be. I'll try to get back to you when I can, but this is not a good time for me. It is okay to say no, Sagittarius. Remember that. We also get Spirit says, whatever it is, let it go. You deserve to be happy. Another message again about being happy. That is such a strong reminder. This is the second time that we're being told that it's okay to be happy. Because I feel the universe knows that a lot of us are really hurt and disappointed. We've suffered some loss of family and friends, some in tragic ways, others unexpectedly, and we're really dealing with that pain and loss. But the universe and they importantly, your friends, your family that have gone on in transition, they want you to be happy. They recognize that you mourn for them. They recognize that you miss them, but they love you. And what they want most for you is to continue your life in their memory. So you deserve to be free of worry. You deserve a peace of mind. You deserve all the things that serves your highest good. Okay? And the only way you're going to do that is by not letting people steal your joy, by not letting people take your time, block your blessings, distract you from the goals and dreams and the life that you have in sight in front of you. Remember, we only have now. Tomorrow is not promised. So please, please be mindful of that. So as we come to the last few cards, reservation. Some of you might be renting a car, or you're making reservations to possibly go away. Again, loss. Could even be loss of a pet here. Oh, I hope not. I mean, any loss is difficult, but especially losses of pets as well. So some of you might be just, I need to get away this weekend because it's just too much. The loss of a pet, the loss of a friend, a family member, or just the losses that have been going on within the world itself, and the tragedies that have been occurring lately. It just, it saddens the spirit. Some of you might be talking engagement or getting engaged this weekend. This could be the reason why you're making reservations, or a reservation could be being made to take you away. You could have suffered a loss, and maybe your partner is saying, this would be a great time to really surprise Saggy and give him and her that ring. What that would do for your day, right? How that will lift your spirits. That's definitely a way to be happy. So don't be surprised if you get a surprised engagement. With the card Live and Learn, even with loss in life, it's a continued lesson. Everything, every relationship that we've encountered and gone through, every experience, good, bad, and indifferent, it is all part of the process of life. It is all part of the flow of life. It's the lessons that we live and learn and that we continue to grow by. As we close out, let's see if there's anything time-wise that you need to be aware of this weekend. Well, if you're thinking about a Taurus, or if you're with a Taurus, or just using the energy of Taurus time, commit yourself fully with patience, endurance, and purpose. So you could take on the energies of a Taurus and commit yourself fully to whatever it is that you're doing this weekend, okay? At the bottom of the deck, why? Because there's going to be some open doors. Okay, some of you, there's been a lot of locked and blocked opportunities, but I think once you release the hurt and pain and you let yourself live again, you allow yourself to be happy, that key that you thought wasn't there is going to magically appear and doors are going to be unlocked. So your journey and passage is not over. Your journey and your access to new things is right around the corner. I just want to peep at the middle of the deck and look. See that apple? The distraction. This may not be aligned with your highest good. Deception. So be very careful this weekend of people who are trying to get you to go places, do things, sign things, block out that distraction. It can be very deceitful. Avoid the distraction. Two strong messages that we can go away with this first weekend reading of February is one, no matter what, still find time to be happy and enjoy your life. Two, block out distractions. Keep people who are trying to distract you, or they take your time and time again. Whatever it is that they're pulling you into or they're trying to get you to do or to join them in is not for your higher blessing. It can really work out badly for you. Definitely these distractions, they are not for your higher good. So do not entertain them. Avoid the deception. Avoid the temptation. This has been your first general weekend reading for the month of February. May God bless you. May you have courage. May you remember to be happy through it all. Namaste.